fresh out of jail. Like, I feel like I'm still in the prison yard. Like, I was never in the prison yard. But let me just get into this video. So, my name is Karen Clark. Other YouTube name is Buddha Bear or Karen Bear, however you want to say it. I will make an introduction on this channel, but there's already a video showcasing on what it is or what the channel is about. Basically, this is me. I'm just giving you something. Basically, this is just a self-care, self-help YouTube channel. Basically, me using tips that I have found. Back when I made the first 2 videos, I was kind of new to the self-care, you know? Yeah, I was losing weight and all that stuff, but it was still, I didn't have self-care. Like, physically, I was healthy. Physically, I looked good to myself, you know? Physically, I was everything I wanted to be, but mentally, I was not. I was still mentally immature, you know? Sorry for brother walked in. But yeah, I wasn't in my head mentally. You know, I had some dark days, not even gonna lie. Did have some real dark days. But basically, this is just me coming and explaining exactly who I am or exactly what I did. Because now I feel like I have worked on, it's been like, I know I just cut myself off, but it's been like five months since those videos came out. And those 5 months I have worked on myself mentally. Like, I am mentally in a place where I feel like I can actually help others feel mentally better about themselves and also physically better about themselves. So basically, that's all this channel is. So that's the brief summary part. So what today's video is for is me. I want to talk about forgiveness. Really, to me, this is the most crucial step in self-care, and also it's the most crucial. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I feel like without forgiveness, you can't get to where you want to be. You know, most people look over and just do the nonchalant thing. Like, I'm a very nonchalant person. I can care less about your emotions. I'm also very blunt. I can care less about your emotions. I can care how you feel as long as I tell you the truth about yourself and you don't feel, I just said I don't care about how you feel. But as long as I can tell you the truth about yourself and I feel clarity, then my job is done. That's me. But when it comes down to forgiveness, you must be able to forgive anyone and anything, including yourself. So the first thing you want to do is forgive the people in your past that hurt you. The people in the past that hurt you and yourself. Once you forgive those 2 people, you can actually start working on yourself. Now, I'm not gonna lie, it's probably the hardest thing, but you get rid of the hard stuff at the beginning, the rest becomes easy. When you forgive the people and yourself of all the emotions that they caused you, all the things they did wrong to you, all the sleepless nights that you couldn't, like, you didn't feel like doing nothing. You didn't want to live, you didn't want to eat, you didn't want to drink nothing. You didn't want to take care of yourself, take good showers, lotion yourself. You didn't want to do nothing. And you just sat there, laid down, closed your eyes, went to sleep, took a depression nap. better tools of working on myself with those things, of not of actually facing my depression head on, instead of running from it, you know. But you need to be able to forgive everything. And like I said, it is the hardest step. Because when you forgive, because you gotta forgive like some messed up stuff, like some stuff that like people really like. People cause you pain, like you want to cry, didn't want to be here no more. I understand those type of forgiveness. You gotta forgive. You gotta get rid of. But so you gotta start off with forgiving. Well, the first person you need to forgive is yourself. Forgive yourself on all the past encounters that you had, like all the decisions that you wish you would have made a different decision. All the obstacles you couldn't get over, all the things that you stopped shooting for because you either got tired or you didn't want to do it no more, or believed that you didn't have to do it no more. Forgive yourself. You can't keep beating yourself up for stuff that you did in the past or stuff that you even did in the present. If you did it a minute ago, forgive yourself. It doesn't matter. It's in the past now. Do what you can. Do what you can control. What you can change. What you can do. Do all the things that you can do about it then or whenever you can. But if you have no control over it, there's no point in you dwelling about it. A lot of people spend their days thinking, oh, I should have did this differently or I should have did that differently. That's just not how it's going to work, you know? You can't really live in the past. You have to forgive it. That's the only way to move forward. So when you make sure you forgive yourself, this means off of anything, regardless of what it is, you have to forgive yourself. It might be real hard, trust me, it is. It's not easy. But it helps. So once you forgive yourself, you can actually start looking at different situations differently. Well, that don't sound right. You get to look at other situations differently. You know? So after you forgive yourself, you can lead in forgiving others. So the people who made you stay up endless nights thinking about what they did to you, or the people in your life that you feel this is the reason I'm here is because of them, you can forgive them. You gotta realize that the most important player in your game is yourself. Nobody else, like when I tell you nobody else matters, I mean your parents, whether that be your mama, your daddy, your grandma, your auntie, your brother, your sister, your other brother, your cousin, your nephew, your niece, your neighbor's dog. Those people shouldn't matter in your life and your decisions. Because at the end of the day, you're making decisions for yourself. So when you forgive, just know that those people who hurt you, that you forgave, can no longer have the same placement in your life that they had before. So if you had somebody up here, like up here, right, and you forgave them, they don't go back up here. They're like here, pretty much here. The only person that should be this high up, really this high up, should be nobody else. Because it's self-care, not someone else care. You don't put nobody that high up other than your kids or sometimes your partners, depending. That depends. But you keep yourself on a high pedestal, like you keep yourself up there. So when you forgive these people, you don't put them back in the same placement that they had before. Because you know, my mama once, well, my mama told me something. Once somebody show their true character, that's it. You can forgive them, but you don't give them the same level of trust that they had. You just know, you keep a mental placement that that person does not get the same trust they had last time, or they don't get to do what they did to you last time. You know. So all I'm saying is to live and, well, forgive and live your life. Don't dwell on it. Don't get depressed about it. If it's something that happened in the past and you still breathing, you're not in jail, you're not somewhere messed up. If you can still draw breath, trust me, you're fine. The days you can't live, I'm not gonna say there's not a day where you don't worry, because there's gonna be days where you worry. You can't live life without worrying, but don't let it get to you to the point to where you shut out the world. You know, even if some you might not have nobody to talk to, because you just think nobody cares about your problem. Just trust me, there's somebody who cares, and just say it enough. If those, and also if you tell people your problems and they straight up just look at you like you complaining, like I'm telling you, like things that you have cried about, and they look at you like you complaining, don't tell them nothing else about yourself. Don't, like I said, they don't get the same level, they don't get the same placement. No more. After something like that, they get dropped down low. Well, me, I ain't gonna lie, me, cut off. I got a zero tolerance to that. I don't like people in my life. Like, they got a real zero tolerance. Like, as soon as you make me feel like my peace is just gone, or like if I showed you my heart and you just sit there and, like, all I need is one. It's like, really all I need is one. I give you a warning after that one, but all I need is one. After that, I'm watching you the whole time. I will show no remorse. You're gone. This is how it is. But that's how I forgive. Either way, you get cut off. You're forgiven. I don't hold nothing against. I don't hate you, but you're not there no more. You're gone. That's me. But whatever makes y'all comfortable, do what's best for y'all. But me, once I forgive you and you did some real messed up stuff, I don't care how small it is, you gotta go. I might laugh and joke with you, but trust me, you not here no more. You definitely here. But that's basically all I want to say. In a brief summary, forgive. Forgive yourself. There's a board directly over me that says, well, the first box, this one right here, says forgive yourself. You gotta focus on your strengths, take care of yourself, and then facing your dreams. That's later on. Probably gonna have this filled out by next video, but that's all you want to do. Forgive yourself. Forgive those who hurt you, and continue to forgive. Don't let stuff bother you to the point where you gotta go take a nap to get over it, or you gotta eat a whole bunch of food to get over it. Now, I'm not gonna say this but listen, I know there's some stuff that y'all do to get away from the problems. I'm not saying those things are bad, because when I need to clear my head, I just go for a drive. I might hit like 150 down the highway or something. That's just my therapy. I go for that late drive, I'm gone. That's just my loud music and a night drive. Probably the best thing in the world. But just make sure y'all find y'all anchor. Don't shut down your goals or your ambitions or your dreams for something you have no control over no more. Forgive it and forget it. But just make sure that you're doing what's best for you, regardless of how stupid it might be, how petty it might be. Forgive. Trust me, it helps. I'm not saying that all your problems will just go away, but it does help. There's no point of holding on to these things no more. Just get rid of them. But that's pretty much all I have to say for this video. The next video, I'm probably going to talk about either anxiety or depression. It's one of the two, because those two are also the next two. But yeah, I guess this is Buddha Bear. That sounds weird coming out. But this is Buddha Bear. And I'll see y'all in the next video.